Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of game modding, where creativity and innovation collide with game universes we already know. This is Mr. New Vegas, and each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. This is an English version of video and Russian version you can watch on Boosty for now. Russkaya verzia video dostupna na Boosty I будет dostupna page na YouTube. Today we will look at a unique mod called Darkwood Falls for the game Fallout New Vegas. This mod is a true work of art that skillfully mixes elements of horror and detective investigation. It is also inspired by the best aspects of Howard's Lovecraft works and the film Color Out of Space. Let's dive into this gloomy world together and analyze how Lovecraft's worlds influence game design and mods for Fallout.
Howard Lovecraft, the great American master of horror and fantasy, created in his works gloomy, mysterious worlds filled with unimaginable creatures and gods, before which even humanity itself is defenseless. His literary legacy has left an indelible mark on the horror genre and has inspired countless artists, writers and, of course, video game developers. Characteristics of Lovecraft's worlds, such as mysterious artifacts, sinister god cults, inexplicable locations beyond human comprehension, and horrific entities beyond human control, were the inspiration for the Darkwood. The mod begins at Vicky and Vance's casino, where we are immediately introduced to a mysterious stranger. He claims that he was looking for us. Despite the incomprehensible words, he begins to talk about a wild area in the north, where the top of the hill is surrounded by dense forest. Right here in a little town called Darkwood Falls, strange events are unfolding. A mysterious stranger asks us for help in unraveling this mystical mystery, promising wealth and secrets as a reward. We agree to go to the mysterious Darkwood Falls and find ourselves within it. We are greeted by a cheerful welcome sign, but this is only the beginning. We are faced with the task of talking to the investigator in order to find out more about what is happening in the city. We enter the house and meet Maurice, the local detective. To his questions, we talk about the mysterious stranger who brought us here. Maurice is also aware of him and asks us a series of questions to determine our abilities. He talks about the disappearance of several citizens, including the daughter of the mayor and the husband of a local resident. It turns out that they disappeared into nights, and suspicions fall on the kidnapping or murder. We manage to reassure Maurice that we will deal with this difficult situation. Our next step is a conversation with the sheriff, to whom we head after running literally 150 meters to the tower. Although it seems like a small distance, it significantly affects our interaction. The sheriff expresses surprise at how this could have happened. After all, it is he who is entrusted with ensuring the safety of the city. He realizes his helplessness in front of what is happening and feels guilty before the townspeople. We, sharing our opinion, emphasize the strangeness of what is happening and express the hope for the salvation of all the missing. The sheriff needs more information to investigate, as there is not enough data available yet. The disappearances occurred on two nights in a row, first Molly, then Leland. The sheriff puts forward two versions of events, murder or kidnapping, and asks for our opinion. We indicate that it is either one or the other. However, it is important to remember that there are the possible versions of the development of events here. We assure the sheriff that we will do our best to solve this mystery, and we go back to Detective Maurice to share the results of the conversation with the sheriff. As it turned out, Maurice was surprised that the sheriff did not take any action and did not try to understand the situation. In his opinion, the missing could leave the city of their own free will. To clarify the situation further, we go to the mayor to learn more about the city and its history. The mayor tells us that the city adheres to ancient traditions and rules that are rooted in the religious past. He also gives further information about his daughter's disappearance, and the memories of her are disturbing. Returning to Maurice, an experienced detective, we share with him the results of our conversation with Claudia. His penetrating eyes immediately recognize that she is hiding something important. He states that we need another source of information and directs us to Zeus. Zeus is the only educated person in town and he will be our next target. Having overcome 100 meters to a neighboring house, we meet Zeus. With expectation, alertness, and hope, we turn to him for help. It turns out that Zeus is a local merchant, and he is additionally interested in books in good condition. In the course of our conversation, it becomes clear that the city has a deep history. The plant, which once was located here, caused violent protests from the townspeople. Rumors of missing workers at the plant led to its closure. The city became known for its fear and reputation as a dangerous place. However, a key role in the life of the city was played by sacred places, which are associated with many traditions and secrets. In the next step, we talk with Sarah Price, the wife of the missing Leland. She is naturally grief-stricken and unable to help. However, her words guide us on the path to understanding the sacred sites and religious history of the city. Our detailed investigations lead us to the conclusion that the disappearances are directly related to the religious aspects of the city. Returning to Maurice, we exchange information that we have accumulated. He advises to prepare for a dangerous journey to a sacred place, where we may need both weapons and courage. And our mysterious journey begins to a sacred place, where magical phenomena and incredible phenomena await us. Here we run into Leland, one of the missing ones. He gives us cryptic hints about the nature of reality, about other worlds and the artificial nature of everything that exists. His speech intertwines images and abstract ideas, hinting that everything has a much deeper meaning. He declares that nothing has real value, and reality is just an illusion. At the same time, he warns us of an approaching terrible threat that can change the course of human history. At this stage, our story is coming to an end, leaving behind a lot of unsolved questions and mysteries. What's next for us? How are the disappearances related to the religious history of the city? What secret forces operate in the mysterious Darkwood Falls? All this requires further research and deep unraveling. After we manage to find the note and decipher the clues, we return to Detective Maurice to share our new findings. Maurice expressed confidence that the mayor of the city is behind all this mysterious story. He suggested that we visit the church associated with St. Anthony's Key and find out what was going on there. At this point, we headed towards the church, but our path was littered with traps and dangers, including wild ghouls. Also on our path was our faithful companion, Detective Maurice, who helped us overcome these threats. In the end, we reached the goal and found the mayor of the city in the basement of the destroyed church. The mayor admitted that she is the monster that everyone has been looking for so long. However, she claims that the true initiator of all of this is a being called the Shining. This is a purple creature from another world, waiting for the onset of terrible events and feeding on suffering. Mayor Darkwood Falls reveals that they fed the creature the suffering of the townspeople to satisfy its thirst. She admits that she even killed her own daughter, as the mayor's family tradition was to serve the Shining. However, the mayor felt unworthy to be a human and a servant of the Shining. According to her, the murder was necessary to force her daughter to leave this world of suffering. Next begins the final battle with the mayor, who turns into a monster. Thanks to the strength and determination of our hero, we are able to resist this nightmarish appearance. In the end, our hero wins, the mayor dies, freeing the city from her sinister influence. With this victory, our adventure in Darkwood Falls. We have revealed the secret forces, traditions, and events taking place in this mystical city. Despite all the horrors and mysteries, we managed to restore peace to the townspeople and unravel the dark secrets of this place. After defeating the monster, we talk with Detective Maurice, who expresses his deep gratitude and admiration for the results of our work. He decides to return to the city and spread the word about what happened. Together with him, we return to the city, where a solemn holiday awaits us, organized in honor of our heroic deed. Detective Maurice tells us that the inhabitants of the city have arranged a real holiday in our honor, despite the fact that he himself is not going to take part in this celebration. He expresses his sincere appreciation for our invaluable work. we enter into a festive atmosphere, where the townspeople express their deep gratitude and respect for our contribution to unraveling the mysteries of the city. Thus ends our exciting adventure in the world of Darkwood Falls. This feeling of celebration, the gratitude of the residents, and the certainty that our work had a true meaning makes this moment truly special. At the end of our journey into the world of Darkwood Falls, we find ourselves in front of a mysterious stranger who asked for our help in unraveling the mysteries that shroud the small town of Darkwood Falls. We feel the sinister influence hidden behind the calm facade, and our investigation uncovers mysterious disappearances and ominous circumstances. It's like diving into one of Lovecraft's worlds, where every step into the unknown leads to new horror and a new mystery. In addition, the film Color Out of Space, based on the works of Lovecraft, had a huge influence on the style and atmosphere of this mod. This film is famous for its unique visual style and ability to influence the psyche of the viewer. In Darkwood Falls, we also encounter colorful but gloomy locations, incomprehensible phenomena, and scary creatures, which reminds us of the atmosphere of Color Out of Space. So the Darkwood mod Falls is a great example of how Howard's creativity, Lovecraft, and the film Color Out of Space influenced the game design and modding for Fallout. He skillfully recreates the atmosphere of horror, mystery, and suspense, which is so characteristic of Lovecraft's worlds. This mod allows players to immerse themselves in a world of mysteries and dangers rarely seen in other games. This is how our exciting journey into the world of Darkwood ends. Falls. Together we explored dark mysteries, uncovered mysteries, and fought evil to restore peace to the city. A world full of horrors and wonders, moments of tension and resolution. We had to go through all this in order to unravel the mysteries of this mystical place. Now that our adventure has come to an end, let's remember all the moments we shared together. We explored the dark corners of the city, uncovered hidden clues, and conquered ourselves in battles with monsters. But the main thing we did is leave a mark on the history of Darkwood Falls, paving the way for the truth and freeing him from a sinister influence. Thank you for traveling with us, and remember that every step we took, every decision we made, contributed to the final solution of this mystery. Remember the atmosphere of horror and mystery that we unraveled, and what forces can hide behind an ordinary surface. With these thoughts and memories, we say goodbye to the world of Darkwood Falls. Remember that every adventure leaves a mark on our souls, and may this journey live forever in our memories. Thank you for traveling with us, and see you on your next exciting adventure. See you soon, friends.